Hi guys, and welcome back to Scribe Gaming. I'm your man Scribe, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Alrighty, so we do have another Galactic challenge for us to take care of, and I'm going to show you how to make do with whatever Nightsisters you happen to have at hand. Let's get into it. Okie dokie, so the current Galactic challenge is on Dathomir with benefits to the enemy Jedi and bonuses for our own Nightsisters. Now, as you can see, I have not got incredibly high banners here, but I've got enough to get the second highest tier of rewards. And that's because my Nightsisters are an absolute joke. And I mean that in every sense of the way. Okay, so if we take a look at the feats, what we need to do in order to earn the maximum number of tokens that we need in order to get our chests, we need to complete the battle, easy, no problem. Complete the battle with underside squads, okay, no problem. Complete the battle after attacking out of turn 20 or more times, that's really not so difficult. And the final one is complete a battle with a full tier of Nightsisters. Now, if we take a look at the modifiers for this one, the global modifier is that after every 10 turns, all defeated characters are revived at 50% health. Now, this does seem to get through any characters that prevent revives, apparently, because I've killed characters with the weapons tech, and they have come back to life. Now, Nightsister allies will gain limitless magic. We've had this one before, but every time a Nightsister ally is revived, they gain stacking 5% health, protection, damage, and speed. It is a very strong modifier, and it's the only way that we can actually succeed in these tiers. And the last one here is Humble Strike. Now, this is applied to the Jedi, and whenever they dispel an enemy buff, or expires during a Jedi's ability turn, they gain advantage and stacking 25% critical damage. It's kind of nuts. They really kick off. So, if we break this down into segments, complete the event feat should be possible by anyone just going with your strongest team, and you should be able to beat it. If you've got the likes of Gas, or if you've got any sort of GLs, that's not going to be a problem. Okay, so the complete the battle tier is obviously very, very straightforward. Completing it with an undersized squad, you can do it with a number of teams. Personally, I like to do it with a Jedi Knight Luke team. We'll go in with General Skywalker. We'll go in with Jedi Knight Revan, and we'll take in Hoda. Where is Hoda? Now, this team should be able to get us all done and dusted for the complete the feat, as well as complete with an undersized squad. So what I advise you do, guys, off the bat, just go ahead and mark Jedi Knight Anakin, because that GK over there is going to be taunting more or less incessantly, and it's incredibly frustrating. So we'll use the call to assist, the Heroes Arise ability with Hoda, and then we'll just get a big mass stun off. It can't be resisted, so no bad thing there. Now, the key to this really is to be using Gas's abilities to decrease the max health of the opponents as much as possible. Because even when they revive after the ability has been used, they are still going to keep that same max health reduction. It's very, very useful. This is probably a little bit overkill. Yeah, thought so. But the assists, the counter-attacks there, that will help with the attacks out of turn. That will also help with finishing off units and lowering their max hit points. Now, after you've got rid of JKA, now's your time to try and bring down the protection of all the other Jedi. I like to focus on GMY because he is incredibly scary and can hit really hard and spreads all those annoying buffs. Okay, so I don't understand why GK taunts here. Apparently he just taunts whenever he wants to. So be very wary of that. See you, Annie. See you, GK. You gotta love it. So I'm going to focus down Grandmaster Yoda here. This again will help us with the attacks out of turn. It's a very easy team to be using. We just triggered Savior there, even though we've lost JKR like twice. We'll do another Heroes Arise. We'll get some more attacks going. He's about, unfortunately, to resummon all his team. Again, take out Jedi Knight Anakin whenever he's here. Focus down GK if you can. There goes the taunt regardless. But still, we've got it down to just 3 players once again. We've got another Master's Training that we can pass. Feeds additional attacks out of turn. All very good. See you, Ahsoka. Now we just got Kiadi Mundi to go, and he is out of there. Okay, so that deals with both the complete the feat, probably deals with the attacks out of turn as well, and the undersized squad. Okay, now for me, as you might have noticed, I don't have the max tokens, and that's simply because on my main account, my Nightsisters are just not there. However, luckily, if you can do all the other feats on tier 7, you will only need to do the Nightsister feat on tier 1, which even me, with my incredibly poor Nightsisters, could accomplish. So if you check out my Nightsisters, I've got a gear 12 Asajj, and I've got this monstrosity. They don't have anything. There's no gear on them. They're like, I have G12 Asajj for getting gas. However, you can still do it. So even with even with only one geared character, I don't even know what to do here. It's all about just getting those stacking stacks of Icord from the modifier for Nightsisters. Just get them built up, and just try and get your Asajj to start dealing some additional damage. Now, I don't think you particularly need all these. You will need at least 5 Nightsisters, even if they're only like 1-star level 1. But you do need them in order to complete the feat just straight up. So I'm just going to go through, and we don't need to revive. I'll just zap some people. Big hits. Okay, so Asajj got some kills there. She's actually going to be ramping up damage whenever she's killing units. And she's also going to be gaining those stacks of Ichor as well. Here we go. Killing more guys. And once we take out Ki-Adi-Mundi, that's going to be the last bit that we do actually need for tier 1. And that will give you the second best rewards. So if you've got gas, you can pretty much do almost the best rewards. Now, on my alt account, I do have much stronger Nightsisters. I say much stronger, however, they are still not incredibly good. So if we check out the Nightsisters that I actually did the top tier feat, you'll notice that they are not amazing. Let's have a look here. So we do have an R4 Asajj, the rest are gear 12, but that's only half the team. We've also only got like a gear 8 Nightsister Spirit. However, I was able to do the event on tier 7 with these characters simply by abusing a little bit of the RNG and just a few right plays. So I'm not going to try and do it because I don't want to try and get the RNG just right on the video and extend the length of this video too far, but I will show you my recording of my successful run. You can see there the gear 12 Nightsisters with the R4 Asajj and the gear level 8 Nightsister Spirit. Now, this run is successful simply because of Asajj's unique Rampage. Now, that unique states that whenever any enemy or ally dies, she's going to start stacking her stats, and that includes her offensive capabilities. Now, they're going to be stacking by 15% every time somebody dies, and there's going to be a lot of people dying on this. So this is also helped by the fact that the modifier, the global modifier for this event, sorry, not the global modifier, the Nightsister benefit modifier for this event, Dark Magic. You can see that Mother Talzin here is doing the limbo. The Nightsister modifier for this event means that we'll actually be stacking additional health and speed and offense. You can see the stacks here, 8 for example on our Asajj. So that's going to compound with the effect of Asajj's Rampage unique. Now, what I suggest you do, guys, is whenever possible, target down Jedi Knight Anakin. He's the real threat in this, one of the real threats in this, because he can actually do a massively damaging AoE attack that can immediately take out your entire squad. So whenever possible, target down Anakin. If you can land stuns on him because of the Tenacity Down from Zombies Basic, then all the better. We're not actually looking here to kill any of these units continually. You're going to be ramping up Asajj's stats simply based on your own ally's death, and trust me, there are going to be a lot of them. Now, if we take a look at this situation here, just go back just a smidgen. Okay, so in this situation here, you can see that I have access to Dakka's revive ability. However, I choose not to use it, and that's because there are 3 turns left before the global modifier for this particular GC revives all the characters on the field. So I'd rather just use a basic here, wait the additional turns. You can see I've got lots of TM loaded on Asajj, quite a bit of TM loaded on Zombies, so those turns are going to be taken very quickly, and that will give me free revives, and it will let me save that particular heal and revive for future down the road. As you can see, use the basic, we got the stun on GK here as well. Very, very important. Now, Asajj's ability there, her first special, will actually cleanse all buffs, and that will help you get around those taunts and start focusing down Jedi Knight Anakin where you can. Now, right now, I'm kind of stuck behind attacking GK, simply because his taunts, and oh gosh, leery moment there. Can you see all these stacks here, these 18 stacks that we've got on our Asajj there? It's probably the only reason we're actually alive right now, because she is gaining additional speed, offense, and health as well from that. So if possible, if you can keep your characters alive, particularly if you have a very thick Daka with lots of health mods, she could potentially survive almost indefinitely and get to a point whereby she is just too thick to handle. Unfortunately, my Nightsisters are a little bit weak in that respect. So yeah, this is the aim of the game really, guys. Try and keep your Asajj alive if at all possible. Make sure you try and time those Daka revives so you don't waste the global modifier for the actual revives. If at all possible, try and control that JKA. And eventually you will break through it. If I can do it with my relatively low geared Nightsisters, then I'm sure you can too as well, guys. Okay, so in this position here, we are looking pretty stocky. And it's just about... There we go. If we get that AoE kill with Asajj, that's going to be of great benefit to us because it will actually reset the cooldown on that ability and we'll be able to use it again. More kills on the board. Those are going to be ramping up her stats even further, so try and save those AoEs for when you think you're going to get a guaranteed kill. 35 stacks, but I believe we do lose our Asajj, which was a real shame. Now, that situation there, we lost that Asajj, and I saw how far away the cooldown was for the global modifier, that the best thing for me to do in that scenario was to revive my Asajj with the ability. Now, you can see there were people still alive with relatively low health, so I thought it was a good opportunity to try and get that kill with Asajj and take out that Jedi Knight Anakin. Cleanse those buffs, there's no foresight, we lost Asajj again, but she immediately comes back. And this is really one of the better well thought out GCs, I think, in my opinion. I had a feeling, ooh, look how close we got there. I had a feeling when it got to this point that I was in pretty good standing because I was starting to do some serious damage then with my Asajj, thanks to all the deaths and the ramping stats. So I believe I finish off this fairly soon. Make sure you do cleanse away that foresight before you use an AoE from Asajj. Here we go, big hit with Asajj. Take out Jedi Knight Anakin. I find usually if you can control their Anakin, then this will go through without issue. I think I'd do it here to try and kill another character. There we go. Taking out Ahsoka there. Boom, taking out more. They all revive, but that's okay because I know that the AoE from Asajj is off cooldown and all they're doing is raising my stats. There it goes again. And booyah. Victory for us, guys. Now, there is one thing that I would like to say is simply because I did that with that team, I was able to get the underman feat with that by just removing my spirit. I didn't get a recording of it, but it is entirely possible using the exact same principles. Yes, there is RNG involved in it, guys, but eventually you'll get it right. Just try and make sure you mod your Asajj for lots of speed and damage. Try and make sure you modify your Daka for lots and lots of health. If she is super healthy, all that stacking additional health that she'll gain from the deaths, if she's got her Zeta, I believe, and from the event ability, you could actually get to a point where she is practically unkillable. Okay, guys, that's going to about do it for this one. I'd love to know what teams that you guys used. Please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, apart from that, guys, if you would be ever so kind, please check the description below. You'll find links to all my social media, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord. Please come and join me, come find me. We'll all have a chin wag and a jolly good time, and we can all discuss how bad my video editing is. And my moves. Sorry. Alright guys, that'll about do it. I'll see you next time. Peace out.
Giving a quick shout out to my patrons. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and without your support, I wouldn't be doing this today. Thanks so much.